Hey guys, so this is my St. Patrick's Day green outfit, green alien look. So today's video is going to be you seeing me kind of partly transform myself into an alien, meaning I've already done it off camera, but I'm going to put the finishing touches to the outfit while talking about something I deem to be very important. So this is how it looks without the stuff, and this is what it's going to look like with the stuff. So first of all, I'm going to put this belt on, which my mum got me for Christmas, which I think would go with the alien costume very well. So you could say this is an Aryan costume, or you could say it's just an alien I made up, which is like the Supreme Ruler. So the Supreme Ruler has a message for the human race, and that is that he is going to pretty much doom everyone to extinction unless they start booking up their ideas. So first of all, people are just too mean and horrible and nasty, particular to each other, and also little animals and creatures that don't really deserve it. So that's number one. And number two, which is like going to be the main sort of subject of the video, which is that I have noticed that somebody talking about this subject, and I wanted to put my 2 pennyworth in as well, which is to do with the fact that conformity and everyone thinking the same and liking the same stuff in order to fit in and be accepted by the large group. And this usually happens in schools, even as early as preschool, where young children are usually ostracized and bullied by their peers if they don't appear to be into the same music, toys, games, so on and so forth as their peers. Now, I believe that the reason for this, as this person quite rightly pointed out, is survival. So in order to survive, not supposedly amongst your own like human beings, like your own fellows, but in order to like survive like against the enemies, you are supposed to obviously think as one. Like the whole group is supposed to think as one like unit, if you will, so that they'd be stronger against the enemy, so everybody in the group or army knows what they're all doing, because they all have trained from a young age to all think the same, and you know, so they kind of all know what each other's thinking in order to kind of, I don't know, like I say, come together as one and defeat the enemy. So obviously this would be a lot easier if everyone could read each other's mind. So like that person over there, without talking, because they can't talk right now for whatever reason, because they're in a battle and they can't let the enemy know what each other's doing, so they can't scream, hey mate, do this, that, the other, or I'm going to do this, that, the other, so don't react, or do react this way while I do this thing. You know, it's like a strategy thing. It would be actually a lot easier if you could kind of, is it like telekinesis or something? Anyway, it's like where you can kind of give someone your thoughts. You can transfer your thoughts to their head, and they know what you're thinking and telling them with the head. I can't remember what it's called. I know it's called like telekinesis or telecommunication, I guess. Sorry, I do know what the word is, just that I can't think right now. But yeah, not sure if the hair works, but it'll probably be better when it's all curled up, be wetted. But yeah, I think that's the outfit anyway. I'll probably do more with it eventually. Somewhere here is my boots that I'd like to put with it. So this is like a space fleet sort of, I don't know, like commanding officer uniform, if you will. So the boots, I think, would go very well, but it'll hide most of the green tights, which sucks. So, I mean, this is why I'm talking about this, because I believe that in an alien army or fleet, or even just a whole community, they'd be all thinking the same way. They'd be highly intelligent, and they'd all be thinking the same way. So they would be a lot more efficient with, well, everything. Not just in battles or wars, but they'd be a lot more efficient in every aspect, because they all know what each other's doing, because they all know what each other's thinking, and they know what each one wants of the other, because they all think alike and they all think as a community and a unit and all that good stuff. So that's what this species would do. They're so highly intelligent, they're not just going to be all floopy and just be like, oh yeah, I think this way and I like this. Because that just doesn't work in like a group, particularly like if you're an army at war or whatever. It just wouldn't work, I guess, for everyone to be thinking individually, because it's just going to be so disorganized, if you will. So the needs of the community outweigh the needs of the one. So the needs of the community is that every individual, again, thinks the same and knows what each other is thinking and doing and needs to be doing, and so that they're more organized and, like I say, the more whatever, I don't know. Does that sit with the mask? So I kind of look like a high priest or high commander or something, or like even the ruler of the alien planet, like this. So this is my crown that's like Egyptian, like an Egyptian pharaoh crown or tiara. Like this is like the tiara version. I got this because I can't get hold of a proper pharaoh's headdress just yet, so I thought this would be like a starter, like crown or tiara. So like the Egyptians and the aliens are usually one, aren't they? Like they correspond very well. So anyway, so going back to the subject, is that someone was talking about this. And this is why a lot of kids get bullied, because it does start in schools where everybody in the school, the kids in particular, all have this kind of, is it like I think it's called something like a hive mind or something, and it's pretty much where everybody does have to think the same in order to get jobs done more efficiently and more organized, and be more organized and more efficient with doing anything. It helps if everybody knows what they're doing, knows what each other's thinking, and thinks alike. But this is not the actual purpose. Like, there's no purpose of it in a child's mind. They're just like, well, in order to like someone, they have to like the same things as me, so we have all this stuff in common. I guess it's like about having stuff in common. And they think, well, if my classmates like this music or this kind of toy or this kind of gadget,